Out of my way, get your talking face. Out of my way, out of my way, out of my way, out of my way, out of my way. I got too many plays. I won't even play. Out of my way, get out of my way, out of my way, out of my way. All my friends coming with all their friends, and we get active, yeah. We get active, yeah. All of my tattoos black, my eyes bloodshot red. I'm ready right now. Don't run your mouth too quick. Let's get it. Stop talking. One way, my way, my way, my way, my way, my way. Don't make me wet, you get your talking out my face. It's in my mind, really, this in my DNA. I gotta get it, I don't know no other way. Get out my way. He's bad news, yeah, that's all anybody's ever said about me. And yeah, I like it.
DA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store. As it'll be the Los Angeles Rams and their Southern California rivals, the Los Angeles Chargers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. 27-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll find his rookie wideout from Ohio State here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. A first run now for Kyren Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Now a play fake here on first down. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
I like it. I I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. And really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook that can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Rams will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead.
The score, Rams 7, Chargers 0.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. Just when you want on a first down run, call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Out of the gun, Herbert. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
At the 30-yard line.
Here's Herbert. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
Sometimes, Martin, this is the result of a quarterback is simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. That is incomplete. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
The tackle made back at his own 49.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first.
But it brings up
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the pistol, here's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground.
A 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That fifth defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football. But something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And they work this out past the 25.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Herbert. That's complete. Lambert Smith. He's still on his feet. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keandre Lambert-Smith, 72 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 7.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren.
The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
We had a pretty good idea that they were going to pressure this young quarterback, and that's now 2 sacks here in the 1st quarter.
And, yeah, this is a secret to exactly nobody, because if you're a rookie quarterback, you know you're going to see pressure. Defenses want to see how you're going to handle it, or if it forces you into making bad decisions. That's their goal.
Back to throw.
That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
But it's 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
He's got his target. That's complete. He's got the 1st down and more. Still on his feet.
And he He's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great play there. 67 yards. And the Rams have taken the lead.
Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Harrison Vivas to kick off.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10
at their 35-yard line.
They'll start it out with a run by Hampton.
Shedding the tackle, and it gives him some room. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the 50, here's Herbert. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Let's go. Set.
A shotgun snap for Herbert.
That one complete to McConkey.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams
13 yards on the play. And the Chargers, first down.
Back to throw here, Herbert.
That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Chargers had 8-1 on the year, and they come in off a loss, which snapped that impressive 8-game winning streak.
Well, you'll never be able to get a team to admit that a loss is a good thing. It's never in any team's DNA. But sometimes it relieves a little bit of the pressure, and now they can start fresh. Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Out of the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down. Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On 4th down, Herbert.
Open man, right side, that's McConkey.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion.
Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Hampton.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
17-yard line.
Here's Herbert. This pass complete to Higgins. And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Elijah Higgins,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Chargers are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And we are tied at 14.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Back to throw now on first down. Now he's going to step up and run. And he will slide to a halt with a penalty marker down on the play. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want. The bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
They'll look to throw now on first down. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Chargers' 47-yard line.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Oh, the ball comes out on the hip, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13 and the decision to go for it. Looks like a smart one. So a big play there on 4th, and now 1st and 10 at the 30. They'll run out of the gun here, Williams. And he still is yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Finding Williams on the check down. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Rams are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They'll run here with Corey. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
Or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Now back to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is third and goal. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. That is a near-perfect end-of-half drive right there.
And we've seen that many times from the best in the league. But do you really expect to see it done that well by a rookie? And how about the timing? Finishing it almost near the zeros, as you said, right at the end of the half. Great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Harrison Davis to kick off.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll try to run a reverse here. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
And the Chargers got first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Let's go, let's go. Go.
Herbert now. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 51 yards. And the Chargers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. And that flag accepted.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together. They'll run with Corum to begin the drive. And a pretty good burst there as they get this across midfield and down to 46. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They'll go back to Corum on first down. Just a yard on the pickup there to bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up here in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9 from the 44. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. 2nd and 9 now. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Oh, look at the juke. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Corum now on 1st and 10. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Up the middle, it's Williams. And no sidestepping that here. He's going to be brought down hard, and it also sets up 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's now 4th down.
Back to throw here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out looking to repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They'll check this one down. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they are going to... set up shop at the 40-yard line. And that, Charles, you'd have to think that now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Here's Herbert. He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get this one all the way down to the Rams' 14-yard line. A big play there for L.A. And even 40 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Herbert off of play action. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
That's another Chargers 1st down. Now
it's Herbert. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Rondé Gadsden taking it in. And the Chargers have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And they will take a 7-point lead.
21. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he returns this to the 22. Offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Let's go now.
On play action, they'll throw. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
23 yards.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
To the right side, this is Corum. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. They'll drop to throw.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Chargers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Orange. Crowd right. Ready?
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Over the middle and caught by McConkey.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
The Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Play action. It's Herbert. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Keandre Lambert-Smith, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Chargers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
3 quarters have come and gone.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood,
Or the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter.
The Chargers.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they want.
That is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
And turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here.
Here's 2nd and 8.
He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Going right back to Ferguson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
They'll look to throw again.
Pass complete there to Nakua. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
Ran the perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he is going to have a Rams first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
A gain of 14. First down, Rams.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and it'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop. And he's going to be taken down there. A sack back in the 32.
Tui Pelotu got in and dropped him.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there.
There he goes left side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Extra point try now from Dicker.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
So a tremendous play there defensively to force the turnover and turn it into 6 points. But now while that was going on, we do have an injury there on the field.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren.
To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again. So another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4. From the 25, here's 2nd down and 3. They run once more with Plum. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This time they face under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Tui Pelotu
picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1.
at the Rams' 10-yard line.
Herbert going to give to Hampton.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's third down.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
4th down and 1.
Run. Set.
They snap it to Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Rondé Gadsden, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Chargers are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead.
Rams 21.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 26.